NBA 2K18 tutorial number 21. Yes, shout out to old man Tim Duncan. So today is going to be a defense tutorial that a lot of you asked for. We're going to focus on how to defend against the 5-out pick and roll and the 5-out pick and fade online user versus user. So this is going to be footage of user versus user of the Cavaliers against the Golden State Warriors, because these two are the ideal 5-out teams that are out there right now. So this is going to be a 2-video tutorial series. So today we're going to focus on the pick and roll, and tomorrow I'm going to show you guys how to stop the pick and fade. So both in the 5-out setting, obviously. And I'm going to teach you how to use every tool available to you on defense to read and react to shut both of these things down. Or essentially how to stop 5-out as much as you can. So you're going to be combining all of the defensive settings and your own IQ and stick skills and read and react speed combined all together to slow down 5-out offenses as much as you can, as you see here. So without further delay, let's get right into it. So part 1 today, we're going to focus on how to stop the 5-out pick and roll. So make sure you do go to my all tutorial playlist and watch number 8, number 13, 15, 17, and 18 if you haven't seen those defensive tutorials, because some of the fundamentals that I use here are from that, and I'm not going to go over those things again, right? So essentially though, there are 5 solutions into stopping the 5-out pick and roll, and I'm going to talk to you guys about all 5 of them today, and some are stronger than others, but I'm going to show it all to you. So solution number 1 is against the middle 1-5 spread pick and roll. I consider this the weakest option, but it's still effective, and this is the one where I suggest you to go do your own on-ball defense and let the AI do the hedge defense. So you can see the defensive settings I have used here. I have gone used go over for the on-ball screen, and the AI, the hedge, the center, he's going to play catch hedge against a 5-out pick and roll. Alright, so you can see this is the weakest option, but it still works. So you can see me do the on-ball over. The user does on-ball over with Curry here, and you get over the screen, and Zaza plays an excellent catch hedge, and essentially this shuts it down. So if you can go over yourself properly, and the AI does the correct catch hedge, you'll shut it down. You can see it here again. The user will go over the Zaza screen while Kevin Love, the AI, plays excellent catch hedge, stops the roll, stops the drive. They force feed the ball in there. We shut it down. It goes in. It's okay, but that's still solid defense. But this is a risky solution against people or users who have good handles. As you can see here, the user starts pulling off a couple of the dribble moves, and the defender, the user, Isaiah Thomas, goes over the screen, but the user does a nice crossover back, so it forces Isaiah to go the wrong way, opens up a mid-range. That's all day for Curry. And another thing is, even if you do the go over yourself correctly, as you can see Curry do here, the AI's defense sometimes fails you. Like Zaza is supposed to run catch hedge here, but he just fails miserably on the hedge as the AI, and that's an easy dunk for Kevin Love. You don't want that. And not only that, if you fail yourself too on the on-ball where everything fails, so you can see here, the user on-ball fails, the AI hedge defense obviously is failing. That's too high for a catch hedge, so everybody is screwing up here, and that's 2 points. That's in a 5-out pick and roll setting, that is death. So going over is reliable if you can execute it correctly, but it's not the strongest option because the AI is gonna let you down, and if you let yourself down, everything is gonna be over. So with that said, you obviously need a better solution against the middle 1-5 spread pick and roll. So solution number 2 is what I consider as an average option. It's better though. It's where you go off ball as the center yourself, and then you let the AI defense do the over, and you also let the AI defense bring in the moderate help over. Alright, so from the settings point of view, you can see it. Focus on the on-ball screen center, so it says go over. So that means the on-ball defender is going to go over on either Curry or Isaiah screens here. And the catch hedge doesn't really matter because you've committed to being the center yourself off-ball. And obviously the moderate off-ball help is going to come off the other team's weakest shooter. Even if they're in 5-out, I suggest you put moderate on one guy. So the guy either with the least shooting capabilities or the other big man who can shoot, but usually big guys have slow release, so going moderate on them is not the end of the world in a 5-out if you can close out manually yourself. So in this case, we've put it on Draymond. So you can see an advantage, the biggest advantage here compared to solution number 1 is that the AI does a pretty good job going over screens themselves, as you can see. So Isaiah AI goes over the screen here. I'm playing the hedge defense myself as Kevin Love, and you can see I have stepped out. because the computer Crowder has come into the paint to overload the paint because he's in moderate help. So as the hedge guy, I've just essentially leaned over to make sure there's no easy shot for Draymond if he catches this, because Crowder and Love at this point could switch this. So as this play develops, I'm still going to stay off ball as Love, and we're able to shut it all down, get the block, and that's excellent user hedge defense along with AI help. So you can see it again here. The user has committed becoming Zaza as the off-ball hedge defender. And as the play develops, AI Curry once again goes over the screen excellently. And all you're gonna do now is just stay as Zaza and stop the roll and stay in between the handler and the roll man, so there's no roll pass. AI Curry was able to recover. We cut them off here and we pin Love, steal the ball. Great user off-ball hedge defense. And like I said again and again, this AI is just much better going over on ball than they do as a hedge defender. They screw up a lot as hedge defender, but you can see here, like AI Curry does a great job going over. I just gotta play the hedge myself, off ball, contain both things, shuts that down. User runs another pick and roll, and I trust Curry again, who this time actually steals the ball, which is excellent on the crossback. So AI on ball defense, really reliable. But we gotta take it to the next level. That is a better option, but that is still not the best option. There is also solution number 3, which I consider a very good option against the middle 1-5 spread pick and roll. And this is what you want to do. You want to actually user on ball go over and then switch to the user hedge. So yes, you're playing both parts in order. So you're gonna go over the screen once yourself, and then you're gonna hedge defense yourself after that. So you can see the clip here of a user doing just that. So Isaiah Thomas, user goes over the screen here, and as you can see right here, Isaiah Thomas has already done his job. He has gone over the screen, he's not pinned, he's trailing Curry, but that's just the part of the deal. But if he's trailing Curry, he can recover. So when you see this, a good user will switch to Kevin Love right away and play the hedge. And we do that here with the icon switch. So we switch back to the hedge, stops the Curry drive, give time for Isaiah to recover, and at this point Draymond is rolling. So user Kevin Love has got to go back and pin off Draymond and stop the roll pass. Perfect pass now to the roll man. Isaiah computer recovers perfectly back on the Curry. This is shut down. Curry has nothing to do but throw a tough pass to Draymond, right in front of it, block it. Perfect defense. So watch it one time in real time, solution number 3, where you're gonna go over yourself and play the hedge to stop the 5-out pick and roll. That's how you do it. Shut it down. Lock up, family. And we're gonna go better. We're gonna get better. This is what I consider an elite option. Solution number 4 against the middle 1-5 spread pick and roll. What you're gonna do is you're gonna play off-ball wing defense while leaving the AI to do the over and the hedge defense. So you are essentially gonna become the third guy stopping the pick and roll, which is the toughest job to have. And the AI never does this right, but you can do it yourself by being the off-ball wing guy. So you can see here, Curry is about to run a 5-out pick and roll, and the other user has decided to switch on the Crowder and become the wing defender off ball to shut this down. So as the play develops, the settings are as such. The AI is going to do the over himself, and Kevin Love, AI hedge defender, has been told to do the catch hedge, while user Crowder is going to overload the paint. As you can see, the user has decided to bring in Crowder to overload the paint, but stay in motion so he can close out on Draymond as needed. So the AI does excellent going over here. So you can see the handler is being defended by Isaiah. The roll is stopped by the AI catch hedge Kevin Love. And the shooter is being kept in check by the user off-ball wing defender. Everything is locked up. And obviously, the least reliable the shooter or the slower his release, the more the off-ball wing guy can help, as the user. So Crowder overhelps here, forces Curry into a heavily contested terrible shot. That's great defense. So you can see it again. User Curry is about to run another 5-out spread pick and roll. Here it comes. The other user has locked on the Crowder and he's playing overload. Excellent over and catch hedge by the AI there. User's playing overload, stopping the roll, stopping the shot, forces Curry in a tough layup into the AI hedge defense. Lock up. Here it is again. User Isaiah Thomas runs a 5-out pick and roll with Kevin Love, switch side screen. Other user has already switched to Draymond Green to play the overload. Computer AI hedge has screwed up here. So you can see Zaza has screwed up the hedge as the AI hedge defender. But because the other user is the off-ball wing help defender, he can bring Draymond down, stops the roll while still staying close enough to the shooter to close out if the kick out is made. Stops the roll, lets Zaza recovers, close out on the shooter. Perfect defense, even though AI hedge defense messed up the situation there. So that's excellent. So you can see it again. User 5-out middle pick and roll. The other user has switched to Draymond Green here. Zaza is soft hedging. Draymond is bringing over to stop the roll. He's also going to contain the drive because Curry got turned. And at this point, the user in a perfect world, this is okay. The green has picked up Isaiah, but in the perfect world, users to switch to Curry and recover on Jay Crowder here, but failed to do so. But the defense is holding correctly, but the user makes a mistake here, not closing out on Jay Crowder by switching to Curry. So that gives up an open shot to Jay. That's bad defense, just a lucky brick. So everything else was good, but Curry had to be switched over to manually close up on Jay here. You can see a similar situation here where the user does a good job going under and recovering. Kevin Love is bought over by the users to stop the Kevin Durant roll because AI Hedge Crowder messed up there. But the roll is shut down by the user bringing off-ball help with Love. And at this instance, right away, Love has picked up Durant, so that's fine. User must switch to Jay Crowder here and close out on Draymond Green, but failed to do so, which gives Draymond Green a wide open shot here. And you don't want that. He is going to hit that all day long. So you can watch it one time in real time here. The user has committed fully to being Draymond Green as the off-ball wing help to stop the spread 1-5 pick and roll by the Cavs user. This is what I consider as an elite option. This is very easy to carry out and hard to break. So if you can do this correctly, do it. Don't be afraid of leaving the other shooter. If they got a slow release and it's not a very good shooter, this is fine. Especially if your closeout defender is fast. Excellent defense there, shut it down. So you can see here, it's just the switch settings I've showed you guys in the opposite tutorial. This is an AI switch with off-ball wing help by the user. So LeBron is going to switch on to Curry here, and Isaiah is going to pick up Durant. The user has bring up Kevin Love to an overload on the wing off-ball help, forcing the pass to Durant, leaving Draymond open. That's still good defense, excellent work. And the final frontier, family. Solution number 5. I consider that the best option, and that is essentially to do every damn step yourself. Because against the 5-out 1-5 spread pick and roll, it is just a war of adjustments. And if you want to defend it correctly, if you want to defend against this 5-out correctly, you just gotta do everything your damn self. Every other solution I taught you to manually go over. And Jay Crowder as the AI hedge defender does an excellent and beautiful, nice soft hedge here. And in this instance, you can see the user has already switched to Kevin Love to overload on the paint. So the user has done the over himself and doing the overload, letting AI Crowder do a nice soft hedge. And now the user is going to switch back to Jay Crowder and to contain the KD roll. So this is another switch. There's already been 3 switches, and that stops the KD ISO over the 5-out. So Warriors user swing the ball back around and triggers another pick and roll. So Cavs user have switched to Kevin Love here and is playing the hedge defense himself to stop the fade and the roll. Recovers to another roll. But the user has a misstep here on the hedge defense, stepped up too high on Curry instead of cutting him and bumping him off, which gives Curry the drive. But user is smart enough to switch back to Crowder and challenge the Curry shot because shot clock is winding down thanks to the previous positive pick and roll defense, forcing the Golden State Warriors user into a tough decision. Even though KD was open, they couldn't really make that pass because it was rushed because the previous pick and roll defense was excellent. Alright, so you can watch it one time in real time here. So that's essentially the key, right? You play the pick and roll defense good enough while switching everything. You can see the Warriors user just switching to every job here, being Zaza. You're wasting the other team's time, forcing them to make, tough passes, tough decision. Bad jump there, and you gotta pay. So you gotta do everything correct. If you don't, it's gonna hurt. But if you can do everything correct, or maybe 80% of the things correct, like you see in this possession, over time, it will add up to help you stop 5-out pick and rolls pretty well because you're going to make them waste time running pick and rolls so they have to make tough decisions. But it takes a lot of good habits out of solution 1 through 5 to be able to stop this. So on the other side of the fence, right? Family, this is why I teach you guys money plays, and this is why it's crucial. Because everything becomes a lot worse for the defense to deal with if you add in a money play that does pick and roll and screens. So one of the favorite ones you guys know I have done this year is the quick free fist 1-5 horns. You can see the user trying to stop it with a good pick and roll defense habits here, but it's just tough with the multiple actions. So down the line, I will show you guys obviously how to defend against money plays in these instances too. But tomorrow, tutorial, I'm going to teach you, oh, nice RC cut, nasty. But tomorrow, I will teach you guys how to defend the 5-out pick and fade, so that's part 2. I wanted to show you guys this one first because these are essentially the principles you need, like solution 1 through 5 I showed you here, are the principles you need to deal with the 1-5 spread pick and fade or the 1-4. But you need to be able to execute these first. And not everybody runs pick and fade online with the 5-out, right? If they're smart, they do, but sometimes they still run some pick and roll. So you need to get these fundamentals down. Make sure you practice solution 1 through 5 here. They all work, but they do have, you know, weakest to strongest option depending how good the other user can execute their 5-out attack within pick and rolls and pick and fades. I will also talk about how to stop 5-out isolation attacks, so that's down the line. But tomorrow will be pick and fade. This is just the 5-out pick and roll today. So let me know if this helped you guys out, if you enjoyed this kind of tutorial. So as always, thanks for coming by. I will be making a lot of these footage for you guys to show you how to stop 5-out in general. If you enjoyed this, add me a like, and yeah, hopefully this helped you guys out. This is what I do against 5-out online or offline against my friends. So it works for me. Hopefully it works for you. So yep, keep an eye out for the pick and fade, you know, 5-out defense tutorial tomorrow. Add a like if you enjoyed this. I will see all of you next time.